Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm officeblokedaz.
Officeblokedaz.
I'm Gaynor.
Alright, I just wanted to show you something here. I don't know if you're both aware of the fires that have been going on in Hawaii. I mean, there's been a lot of fires going on around the world actually. So summer's been quite hot in different parts of the world.
Yeah, I know there was quite a few people there that we know that went to Greece.
We've got friends in Hawaii, haven't we?
Yeah.
And I wrote to him the other day and I said, I know you live in what's the main island where this is on? Maui.
Maui.
So I know you live in Maui. I said, and is this affecting you in any way? Are you safe? Are you okay? And he wrote back and he said, we actually moved to Oahu, I think it's called, another island. He said, but that's where we used to live.
Wow.
He said, so it's sad watching it. He said, it's a bit, taking him back watching it sort of thing. I said, well, I'm glad you're safe, number one. I said, but I I feel bad for the people that are there. I said, so, but you don't know anything about this, have you? You've not seen anything? You're not a big news watcher though, are you?
No.
You don't really keep up with the news and the current affairs. But this is, I just want to show you what's going on in Hawaii. Sadly, quite a few people have lost their lives. I think it's over 50 at the moment, so it's still going on. Plus, there's a hurricane close by to it, which is was close by to it, which was picking up the winds, which was spreading the fire quite bad. So let's have a quick look at this. Hawaii is shrouded in fire. Scary wildfires destroy everything in Lahaina and Maui. Shit. Look at that.
Wind-whipped wildfires raced through parts of Hawaii on Wednesday, burning structures in historic Lahaina town on the island of Maui, forcing evacuations and leading some to flee to the relative safety of the ocean, where they were rescued by the Coast Guard.
See how strong the wind's out with the trees blowing. Look at that. Wow. Holy shit.
Do not go to Lahaina town, the county of Maui tweeted, hours before all roads in and out of West Maui's biggest community were closed to everyone except emergency personnel. Fire was widespread in Lahaina, including on Front Street, an area of the town of roughly 13,000 that is popular with tourists, county spokesperson Mahina Martin said by phone early Wednesday. Traffic has been very heavy as people try to evacuate, and officials asked people who weren't in an evacuation area to shelter in place to avoid adding to the traffic, she said. Photos posted by the county overnight showed a line of flames blazing across an intersection in Lahaina and flames leaping above buildings in the town, whose historic district is on the National Register of Historic Places. The National Weather Service said Hurricane Dora, which was passing to the south of the island chain at a safe distance of 500 miles, 805 kilometers, was partly to blame for gusts above 60 miles per hour, 97 kilometers per hour, that knocked out power, rattled homes, and grounded firefighting helicopters.
Can you imagine the heat?
Yeah.
Dangerous fire conditions created by strong winds and low humidity were expected to last through Wednesday afternoon, the Weather Service said. The Coast Guard on Tuesday responded to areas where people had fled into the ocean to escape the fire and smoky conditions, the county said in a statement. The Coast Guard tweeted that a crew rescued 12 people from the water off Lahaina. Acting Gov Sylvia Luke issued an emergency proclamation on behalf of Gov Josh Green,
That's pretty
who
mad,
was
isn't it?
traveling, and activated the Hawaii National Guard to assist.
How did it start?
I didn't read any. I've not read anything how it started. I'm not sure. Normally, these things start by humans, don't they?
Yeah.
Either arson or a disposed barbecue. It certainly happens over in Europe anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've not read how this
But in
starts.
Greece, it wasn't started deliberately.
Yeah.
It was the
No.
the heat, wasn't it?
No, it started deliberately.
It was.
That's what they alluded to when I was watching it.
How can it happen on multiple islands at the same time?
I don't
what I
think it's spread to multiple islands. I think
No,
it's just a
it
case
can't.
of.
No,
I think it's
when I
just
read
very
it-
dry, barren land at the moment,
Yeah,
isn't
but
it? Because
when
they've
I
had
read
heat.
it wasn't started by somebody. It was like the heat that caught fire.
If it was started by someone on one island, then it
Yeah.
would be a massive coincidence for it to happen
Yeah,
on Corfu,
yeah, I know
a
what
different
you're
island, quite far
saying. I know what
away.
you're saying, but usually it's like a human sort of like a trigger.
cigarette
So-
dimp.
yeah, something like that.
But
But
when the Greece ones, it wasn't started deliberately.
I thought I heard from about Greece it was. So, but like you said, there was different islands, but I don't know I've not read into the whole thing about what happened in Corfu and places like that. I only saw on some of the islands where it was major. There was they were looking into
roads.
it started by humans. But I don't know what this. I'm not sure on this one. But it's terrifying, isn't it? Imagine sort of like having to deal with this, and it's the smoke and everything, and I think there's hundreds of people still missing.
Yeah.
Sort of things. It's terrible. Awful stuff.
Officials were not aware of any deaths and knew of only one injury, a firefighter who was hospitalized in stable condition after inhaling smoke, Martin said. There's no count available for the number of structures that have burned or the number of people who have evacuated, but Martin said there were 4 shelters open and that more than 1,000 people were at the largest. This is so unprecedented, Martin said, noting that multiple districts were affected. An emergency in the night is terrifying, she said, and the darkness makes it hard to gauge the extent of the damage. The Federal Emergency Management Agency approved a disaster declaration to provide assistance with a fire that threatened about 200 homes in and around Kohala Ranch, a small rural community on the Big Island, according to the Hawaii Emergency Management Agency. When the request was made, The fire had burned more than 600 acres, 243 hectares, and was uncontained. Fire crews on Maui were battling multiple blazes concentrated in 2 areas, the tourist destination of West Maui and an inland mountainous region. In West Maui, 911 service was not available, and residents were directed to call the police department directly.
It's mad how it's pockets, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just wondering if the winds have brought these structures down like that. It seems, because he said it was quite far away, a safe distance away. And the other thing is, I wonder how often Hawaii gets beaten up by hurricanes. You never really hear of it, do you? Of Hawaii. You only get the Caribbean and sort of like the southern Gulf shores of the USA and places like that, the East Coast USA.
Yeah.
But you never really hear of like how Hawaii.
No, I don't know where it is, but the weather's just been freaky this time of the year all over.
Yeah, well, a lot of people put it down to global warming or climate change.
But it's the time of year that people would be going on the honeymoon to Hawaii and things like that.
Possibly, yeah, but you've also, I think hurricane season's starting around about, when does it start? Around the end of August, September?
Yeah.
Sort of thing. But it's shocking to have someone die. Just hope, you know, he said that no one's passed away, but there are people who've lost their lives. I think when I heard this morning, I think it was something like over 50, or slightly over 50, and over 100 people were still missing or something like I said.
Yeah, it's very sad.
Yeah, it's sad. And for those people out there, you know, I hope you're staying safe and, you know, you get back to normal soon.
Yeah.
But yeah, tough that, innit? Yeah. There you have it. Don't forget to subscribe and we'll catch you on the next one.
Cheers.